the review. I'm Brad. He's Justin, way out in the Bay. Good to see you, bro.
More like in my loft, but yeah,
Ah, yeah, for sure.
Good to see you too, man.
Ready to talk some week 13 recap?
Yep, yep.
All right, let's jump into it. Obviously, a lot of games happened Thursday and Friday, kind of condensed the action over the weekend. But let's look at the whole week as a total. We'll start with you. What are some of your biggest takeaways or your biggest takeaway from week 13?
Well, every team's beatable, I guess you could say right now. There's no one team streaking into the playoffs. The playoffs are, just a couple of weeks away. And yeah, I mean the Rams were the one of the hottest teams and they got beat by the Panthers, a week after the Panthers got beat by the Niners, so it's just a vicious cycle in the NFL right now, and teams that started off hot are starting to cool off, like the Colts,
No.
for example.
Oh yeah.
They're starting to cool off. Um, and you're starting to see kind of that playoff picture unfold a little bit, and some teams might surprise you. Um, we talked about the Lions, right?
Yeah.
They're not looking great, but who knows, man? Like
Yeah.
again, I've said it multiple weeks or multiple times we've gotten together. The parity in the NFL this year is greater than I've ever seen, and I love it, honestly. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Obviously, we've been talking about it all season how the parity in the NFL is real. Anybody can beat anybody. I think we've seen that throughout the year. I would say that the playoff picture in the AFC is becoming a little more clear, aside from, I would say the North, maybe the South. But I think the West, we can agree Denver's probably going to win that unless something catastrophic happens. Same thing with New England. I think those two divisions are pretty much wrapped up. But when you look at the NFC, it's like every division is a dogfight in the East, although it seems like Philadelphia has a nice little cushion, the way they've been playing lately and the way Dallas has been playing lately, it would not be shocking to see Dallas make it interesting by the end of the season. So, yeah, I would say the AFC is becoming a little clearer. NFC is as clear as mud. The number one seed has 9 wins, and the number seven seed has 9 wins. So, go figure. There I think there's about 8 different teams that have mathematically a chance to still end up with the number one seed in the NFC, which is just crazy. So, um, I agree with you. My biggest takeaway, other than the parody, I think is I'm gonna stick with the home team for us, the 49ers. Brock Purdy bounced back in a nice way. Didn't overwhelm the Cleveland Browns, obviously, because they have a phenomenal defense. But he bounced back from that terrible start where he threw 3 interceptions against Carolina, had 0 turnovers against Cleveland, avoided the sack all day until towards the end, fourth quarter. Myles Garrett finally got him. But I was really impressed with Brock Purdy and the way he bounced back from a poor performance against Carolina, against a really good defense in poor weather. I know that they had some short fields that was set up by the defense and the special teams, but he did his job and took advantage of them, threw for a touchdown, ran for a touchdown, and looked really good. The other thing I will say is I took away that the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, there, there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with the Pittsburgh Steelers fans.
What makes you say that?
You can be unhappy with the team all you want, but for the stadium to start chanting "Fire Tomlin" when the dude has never had a losing season. He's a Super Bowl champion, and he's put together winning seasons with these patchwork quarterbacks and offensive lines that his front office has given him. Listen, I get it. You're the Steelers, you expect to win. You want to win championships. At the same time, though, I don't think Mike Tomlin has done anything to deserve to be fired. Now, if you want to part ways at the end of the season, part ways. Fans to disrespect a guy that's done what he's done for them for that long, I think that was uncalled for me. I understand the dissatisfaction from the fan base. At the same time, though, I thought the Steelers fans were better than that. I thought they were a little more classy. I thought they were classier.
A little bit more classy than, say,
I
Eagles fans.
Yeah, I thought Steelers fans were like a classy broad, but I guess not.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you, man. They're just crazy. Channing Fire
They're
Tomlin.
spoiled.
That's wild. They definitely are spoiled, and I think they might wind up eating their words. And let me tell you why. Because they claimed a guy off of waivers who's a major veteran presence. He's been itching to get on the field. Um, the theme was he was supposed to go to Minnesota. It was supposed to be a homecoming retirement party. Adam Thielen. It didn't work out. They granted him his request and now he's in Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
playing along DK, and it's going to give Aaron Rodgers, I believe, another viable weapon. And I think, at the trade deadline, like they were looking for a receiver, like it just didn't pan out. Now, obviously, Thielen is like, he's not going to be a wide receiver one. He's not going to blow anyone away, but
no,
he's going to be able to make some plays for that team. They're young and inexperienced at the wide receiver room. So I do believe he sees the field early and often for the Steelers, and he's
okay,
gonna make a big impact there. Mark my words, Steelers fans.
okay. I could see it. I mean, it definitely is a veteran. Understands how to probably get open. Is going to be able to when Aaron Rodgers needs to get rid of the ball quick, get in a position to make some catches, move the chain. So I can
Yeah, let's
see
think.
him making an impact. You know, for
Yeah, I mean, let's
sure.
think about this. In Minnesota, they got J Jeff, they got Addison. Their third receiver. Let me see. I'll say this: their third receiver is better than Pittsburgh's second receiver.
Yeah,
So,
but
Thielen's
their
obviously going
quarterback's
to have a hard
trash.
time getting on the field in Minnesota, but in Pittsburgh,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't,
you should see the field for sure.
yeah.
Yep. I'm
I'm
gonna go ahead
excited.
and make my first way too early bold prediction
Ooh,
of
ooh.
the 2026 season.
Oh, dang.
And I wish Jason was here because I know this would make him happy. Mike Tomlin is going to be the next head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Mark my words.
Wow.
I'll tell you right now, Steelers fire him.
Hmm.
There's probably 26 teams that would line up and be like, "You want a job?"
Oh, easily.
There's not very many teams that are going to be like, "You know what? Our coach is better than Mike Tomlin. We don't want him."
No.
There's only
Chiefs,
a handful.
Bills, 49ers, Ravens,
Rams,
Rams, um,
Chargers, because they just
Chargers.
signed Harbaugh.
And then you got
Uh,
guys like O'Connell over in Minnesota, who, I mean,
I
he's
don't
not
think he's
better than
better.
Tomlin, but I don't think they would release him,
Yeah,
you know? So,
but yeah,
yeah,
I would say
like
at
you
least
said,
half the league.
half,
At
yeah,
least,
more than
at
half
least
the
half,
league for
two
sure.
thirds. Yeah. So, so yeah.
Crazy.
If the Steelers end up firing Mike Tomlin, then they're the ones I think that would end up regretting that decision, not Mike Tomlin for sure.
Calm down, Steelers
Take it
fans.
easy,
Calm
relax,
down. Take it
relax.
easy,
I
Holmes.
get it. All right, cool. So I think it was some good takeaways. I'm excited for the home stretch. You know, 5 games left for some teams, 4 games
Yep.
left for others.
Yep.
So should be a lot of fun. Like I said, the NFC is jam packed, so it's going to be exciting. A lot of them play each other down the stretch. I have a feeling. I was talking with one of my buddies at work today, who's a Seahawks fan. I have a feeling that Week 18 game could be for the number one seed in the NFC.
Uh,
How much
you
fun
know,
would that be?
if only
Seahawks
we
and
had the script
49ers. Seahawks and 49ers in week 18 for the
for the
number
number
one
one seed.
seed in the NFC.
Hey,
Ooh, it just takes me back.
I,
Takes me
I
back.
mean, if only we had the script, right?
If only we had it. Yep. Oh man, that's funny. All right, let's talk about some the top of the NFL as a whole. Let's
Yeah.
talk about our top five teams at this point in the season. We got about a quarter of the season to go. I want to do a pulse check. Let's see where we have everybody. I'll
Yep.
go first on this one. I'll give my top five and then get your reaction and see what your top five is. So I will start at number one. I don't know if there'll be much debate about this one. The team with the best record in the league right now, I have New England at number one. I have, although they did have a hiccup last week against Carolina, I have the LA Rams at number two. I have the Seattle Seahawks who shut out the Minnesota Vikings, albeit with the against a rookie quarterback. Still shutout to shutout. Shut out the Vikings. The last week I have Seattle at number. This may surprise some people and they'll probably call me a homer, but I don't really give a shit. At number four, I have the San Francisco 49ers. And then at number five, I have the team that everybody is calling the most fraudulent 10-win team in history so far, and that is the Denver Broncos at number five. Now, I will say it is a very slim margin. I flipped a coin. It was either going to be Denver or Green Bay at number five, and it landed on heads, so I went with Denver.
Okay.
So I would have Denver 5A, Green Bay 5B if I could split hairs. So that's my top
Mm.
five. New England, I got Patriots, Rams, Seahawks, Niners, and Broncos slash Packers. The Bronx
Man.
Packers.
Well, we got one team difference, and man, I really want to put our Niners in there. I'm just not ready yet.
Okay.
Just not yet. That's where I'm at.
All right.
Um,
Got you. I got you. Got you.
if give me 2 more weeks with our defense playing as well as they've been playing, guys like I mentioned him the other day, Cleveland Farrell. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, tell me so. Hey, no
Yep.
better time for him to show out than now for us, at least,
For
right?
sure. For
I'm saying
sure.
Raiders fans probably like, man, where was that? Why, we
Yeah.
drafted you high. Well, this is what we were expecting from you.
For sure.
Um, they didn't get it, but he's been playing lights out for us. Alfred Collins is a beast. So give me a couple
I
more weeks.
love Alfred Collins, dude.
He does not stop. His motor just goes and goes and goes. I love that kid.
Another guy that they mentioned his name a lot last week and over the last couple of weeks, guy I was talking about early in the season, preseason, Upton Stout.
Oh yeah.
Telling you. Ooh, telling you.
Yeah, our
Here's what I'll
secondary's
say.
been making some plays. So,
I will say that although the injuries suck, there's always a silver lining to you got to look for the silver lining, and the silver lining is there's a lot of guys getting experience that probably wouldn't get that experience had Bosa and Warner and all these other guys been out. And it's only going to make the team better, not only for the rest of this season, but when we get those guys back next year, it means the defense is going to be have that much more depth and be that much more formidable going into next season. So although the injuries suck, I'm going to look for the silver lining, and I think it really prepares them for next year to be even better than what they're playing right now. So
yeah,
I like it. I'm
absolutely.
excited.
So I say,
All right.
give me a couple more weeks with the Niners
Okay.
on defense, that consistency. I know what their offense is. I think we know what their offense is. Their
I
offense is
got it.
healthy for a change. But all right, so I don't have them in. I am still going to
Okay.
put the Rams at number one because I think if the Rams
Okay.
played the Patriots head to head, the Rams would win. And I think it would be a great game,
I
but
think it'd be a
I,
great game.
I will
Okay.
go with the Rams in a head to head. But then I'm going to go
Okay.
Patriots at number two.
Okay.
So Rams, Patriots, Seahawks at number three. We got the same there.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go with the Bears at number four because they are playing high level football. They're
Okay.
on a nice streak right now. Um,
They are.
they started 0-2 and they're 9-3. So they're
They're 9-1 since I lost their
right.
first two games. No, I get it. I can't
Um,
make a strong argument against that. I just feel like the eye test, although Chicago did look really good against Philly, I'm going to discount it because Philly hasn't looked consistent all
Philly hasn't
year.
looked great. I got you.
Um, but
At
I would
five,
have
I'm going
Chicago right
Broncos.
outside of my five. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
And at
Cool.
five, I'm going Broncos because they have an amazing defense. Bo Nix for as wild as he is, he still keeps making plays
They keep winning.
and they keep winning.
Yeah,
So, you know, t near tied
yeah,
for the best record in the league, only two losses. I
yeah,
mean, so
yeah.
that's my top five.
Okay. All right. So we got Denver right in that same spot. I would say this. I'll say if the Bears beat Green Bay this weekend, I'll 100% agree with you that they should be in the top five, and I'd probably move them up. And I would probably have to then move the Niners down, um, just based off of records and things like that. I just I want to see Chicago do it against more than just Philly. I know they played, they won 9 out of 10. Some of those have been some kind of the other team
Yeah,
gave the ball away. I mean, they won the game, so they still count as a W. Just from my perspective, I kind of feel like I would say I feel about Chicago same way you kind of feel about the Niners right now. I like part of me says, yeah, put them in there, but then the other part is like, I need to hold off and I need to see how they do over these next few couple of games because they've still got a tough stretch left.
oh yeah,
Chicago's got
yeah.
some
Green
tough
Bay's
games. They
won
got
three in a
Green Bay
row.
twice. Chicago's got Green Bay twice. They got the Niners, and I believe they have another game against Detroit as well. So not a cakewalk to finish the season. Now, if they finish that, absolutely they're top of the NFC for sure. So. All right, all right. So those are our top five. We'd love to know what you guys think. Let us know who we got right, who we got wrong, who was in your top five, and be sure to comment. Let us know. Let's move on to two teams that we did not mention in that top five, but two teams that will be playing on Thursday. They both played last Thursday. One of them is coming off an upset win, and one of them is coming off an upset loss, both at home. So, Dallas and Detroit, big game for both of these teams. Both of them trying to get into the playoffs right now on the outside looking in. So, I'll open it up to you first. What do you expect out of this game? Who do you expect to win, or what are some of the keys to victory?
I think the Cowboys are gonna win. Um, with the Lions, Amon-Ra's a little banged up right now. They haven't
He's
looked great,
questionable.
and yeah, he's questionable. Lions defense can't guard anyone. And Cowboys offense is playing at an elite level.
Yeah.
Dak and CD and Pickens, those guys are balling. You know me, I got Pickens
Yeah.
on my fantasy team. I'm loving it
Yep.
right now. So,
Yep.
um, you know, uh, I'm going to take the Cowboys. I think it's going to be
Okay.
a fairly high scoring game, because the Cowboys defense is well improved, but they still do give up some points, and Detroit can put up some points. I believe Jahmyr Gibbs will have a big game, but overall, I just expect the Dallas offense as a whole, between CD and Pickens and
Yeah.
Williams, I
Williams.
expect those guys to, really feast against that porous Lions defense.
Okay. Yeah, I expect a high scoring game too. As I was doing my research, getting ready, I came across this little nugget. This is only the fifth time, I think it said since 1970 or maybe ever. I know at least since 1970. Only the fifth time that two teams averaging 375 yards and 29 points a game on offense are going against each other.
Wow.
So I expect some fireworks for sure. If Detroit was fully healthy on defense, maybe would tamper or temper my expect not tamper temper my expectations. But since they are banged up and Dallas's defense, like you said, although they do look improved, they've still been giving up some points over these last couple of games. I think that this game probably gets close to that 60 point mark, if not higher, as a total. Dallas averaging right around 28, 29 points over their 3 wins. I keep telling you, anybody that'll listen to me when I'm chatting, even in my texting, Dallas is riding emotion right now. In the NFL, that is a real thing. And I think Detroit's kind of questioning themselves. I think for the first time in a couple of years, Detroit is they're not the bully on the block anymore, and they're starting to wonder. are we that team? Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna say what you said. I'm gonna say Detroit loses uh 27-31. I got Detroit losing by 4. I expect a lot of fireworks. Detroit's actually favored in the game
I know. I
by 3, which
probably because
is
they're at home.
they're at home, so I would imagine. Um, I will say this as well. I think if
I'm gonna flip it and take the Cowboys by 3.
the all right, um, Detroit needs this game, I think, more than Dallas, right?
Oh,
Dallas is playing with house money
yeah.
because they everybody wrote Dallas
Yeah,
off
nobody's
3 weeks
expecting the
ago.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
Right.
Detroit, if they lose this game right here, I think their playoff chances are slim to none, basically, with what their schedule is left. So, because they still have Green Bay left on the schedule and another game or two that's pretty tough as well. So, yeah, I'm taking Detroit to lose 27-31. You're taking Detroit to lose by 3. I like it.
31-28.
All right, I like it. I like it. All right. Hopefully we're right. So,
Or did we just curse the
oh,
Cowboys?
I hope not, man.
Dang.
I hope not.
The I could be wrong
Uh,
curse. Dang.
hey, it's a real thing,
The-
except for the Bears game last week.
yeah.
We all
Yeah.
picked the
We all picked them
Bears
and they won.
and they won. So,
We'll take it.
maybe the tide is turning. I doubt it though. Um, all right. I got one last topic for you, and then we will wrap up after further review for this week. And then we'll take a quick break and we'll be back to do Kiss My Glass. Oh, I got 2 topics actually. The first one I'm going to plug, and then I'm going to have you plug your shirt there. That's going to be the second topic. So, I said this in the group chat. We got 2 guys that are chasing history right now in the NFL. We got JSN, who is his pace is slow just a little, but he's still on pace to have a great season. Roughly on pace to get just under 1,900 yards. And then we have Myles Garrett, who's chasing the sack record, who's actually on pace to get 26, 27 sacks. So my question is, and to all of you that watch, the whole 4 of you that do, or whoever, my question is this. Would you be more impressed by Myles Garrett getting, I think he's going to break the sack record. I think that's a given. Would you be more impressed by him getting 25 sacks, or would you be more impressed by JSN hitting 2,000 receiving yards? And why?
Garrett. I'm gonna go with Garrett getting 25 sacks. And listen, it's hard to it's it's I shouldn't say it's easy to dominate on offense, but this is an offense driven league, right? So I'm going to say it's harder to dominate on defense, especially a singular person. This is an individual statistic. 25 sacks. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah,
Bro,
right.
I I don't care. JSN could get 2,100 yards and I would still go with Myles Garrett. I'm
Ooh,
just telling you.
yeah.
And I'm pulling for JSN to get as many yards as possible because he's on my
I
fantasy
bet.
team.
Yeah,
But yeah, bro. Listen, Myles Garrett get
yeah,
25 sacks, even 24 sacks, that realm, that's just
yeah.
phenomenal. Especially the way the rules are set up, the way the league is set up. And yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I agree. I would have to go with the sacks as well because, like you said, the rules are so offensive leaning that, again, it's not easy to get a lot of
Yeah.
yards, but
No, 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 no.
it's more likely that you're going to get offensive yards as opposed to a guy going out and dominating the way Myles Garrett has, with every team knowing that's the one guy you have to stop and game planning for him. And he still is on track to get 27 freaking sacks. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's an amazing, both of them would be amazing if that happened, right? JSN gets 2K. That'd still be an amazing feat. I would just, like you said, I'd be more impressed by Myles Garrett because of the rules and the fact that the offense has the advantage when it comes to that. They can
They
put
really
three,
do.
however many guys they want in front of Myles Garrett, right? You got obviously you got. By the way, as much as I love Trent Williams, there was one play when he got his sack on.
He got burned.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. Myles Garrett made Trent look like an old man on that play.
he showed his age for sure.
He did. Trent held his own for most of the game, but
Yeah, he
that play
did.
right
Only
there,
got yeah.
oh, Miles got him. So, but yeah, I would definitely be more impressed because, like I was saying, you're going to start. He's got to go against the tackle. Then they're probably going to slide some help over with the guard. Then he's going to get chipped by the running back,
Facing
and then
double
some other,
teams.
yeah, all day long, and he's still just wrecking backfields. It's just amazing. So, Miles Garrett, thank you for not hurting Brock Purdy. We appreciate it. I would have appreciated if you would have just done what I said though when you did sack him and just pick him up, lay him
Laying
down
down.
softly. But you didn't hurt him, so I do appreciate that. And now you can go get the sack record and crush whatever quarterback you want to crush. So, yeah, good job. All right. Anything else you got?
No, 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 not for this segment.
All right, I love it. Well, yep.
But
Go
I will
ahead.
say, I just want it more than you do. By Goal to Go. Get your gear, folks. This is our
Get your
motivational series
gear.
right here.
That's right. I like that one too. Simple, plain layout, and it
Yeah,
says exactly
yeah.
what you needed to say. I just wanted more than me. So,
It's for the sports
uh,
enthusiast.
for sports enthusiasts, hey, and maybe you're on a team, and maybe you guys are looking for a motto, something like that, something to bring you guys
There
together.
you go.
There you go. Maybe you're in an individual sport and you just want to let everybody else know that you're better than them. Who knows? Either way, go check us out. The I Could Be Wrong Sports Store. Link can be found on our Facebook page, and we'll put it on our YouTube chat as well.
Woo, woo.
All right. Well, if that's all you got, that's all I got. We appreciate you guys getting together with us and listening to us talk football. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tell your friends, family, and be on the lookout for the next I Could Be Wrong after further review next Wednesday. And in the meantime, as always, don't forget division is a math problem. It should never be a people problem. And please be kind. It is free, even if you are talking to Cowboys fans. Peace.